Hello guys, good evening and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Precious Vanguard and here I have my darling husband. Your name?
My name is John Vanguard.
Okay, so guys, the long awaited video is finally here. For a long time now we have been, planning to do this video, and again I've been receiving a lot of DM, a lot of messages on my Instagram concerning the process on how to apply for the NOLA All-Star, how to bring your wife over here, and so many questions. And well, I've not been able to do this video because I needed my husband to be around. It's not something I can just explain alone, because I did not start the process. There are some certain things I don't know how he went about it, so that's why I needed him to be around. So for those of you who has been asking me for this video, today I'm here to drop the video because I know more questions will be coming and I can't be attending to everybody individually. I have to make this video so that even those who will come later on to ask the question will be able to watch this video and get the information they need for this particular process. So today that I'm able to bring this young man here on this channel, I would want him to start by telling us how he was able to get the NOLA All-Star, the process, the documents that they asked from him. So after he explained his part, then I, on the other hand, will be telling you guys about the process in Nigeria, the things they needed from me, how long it took for me to get my visa and arrive here in Italy. So let's go.
Okay, let's go straight to the point. For you to be able to apply for family reunion, you need to have some basic things, like you need to have a job. It must not be a life contract, but at least you must have a job. Then, having this job, you should be able to produce code as well. Like, it should be a code that determines how much you've paid for tax in a specific time. And also, you need to have a house, like a house of your own. Even if you did not buy it, maybe it's rent, but it has to be under your name. The house should be able to have enough space to accommodate you, your wife, you understand? Even if there is other people in the house, but at least additional person can come in. So that is the aspect of what you are required to bring. And then you have to go to where it's called a prefettura. Then when you get to prefettura, they have to start asking one or other things that maybe you don't know. Maybe as time goes on, law changes and the rest. So sometimes they will ask you to bring a stato di civile, stato di certificato di residenza. I mean the certificate of residence, where you have stayed or where you are staying, and then certificate to prove if you are married, if you're single, you understand? So these are the things that the prefettura or the agent, that is, they call it a commercialista in Italy here, that will assist you to process this family reunion. So I myself, I went to where they call CAF because I prefer going to a place that is being instituted by the government. Understand? I just prefer going straight. So I went to CAF and they told me everything. They gave me a sheet of paper that has all the things that I need to have. So after I've gathered all the paper, all the documents that are needed, I went to process it. So I sent somebody, though you can also send somebody. So most of all these documents, if you are not able to get it yourself, you can send somebody to go there and get it yourself. If you cannot online, because sometimes you need, if you are living in Italy, you know what is called SPI and CIE, all those things, you can go to online and extract your document. Maybe they will ask you to pay 1 or 2 amounts to get them. So if you cannot, you can send somebody, you can give them the original copy of your document or photocopy. They will still accept it, provided that you pay the amount of money that they will. And I think most of the time, if you go to Commune, they ask you to pay Macadabulo of 16 euro, depending the amount of documents you need. So these things are something that we should understand before we start processing. And another thing I want to chip in, it doesn't really mean that you must, go and do your marriage, you understand, before you start the process. You get me? You can, if you know that you have to plan yourself, you have to have a plan of what you are doing. It's not just like I wake up today, I do something, tomorrow we take care of itself. That one is a different statement. You have to know that maybe if you are going to Nigeria in December time, you are very sure you are going to Nigeria and you will do the marriage, you come back, then you have to start from August and you apply for it, because it takes approximately 4 months, you understand. So maybe you just calculate it in 4 months time. Before 4 months time, I'll go to Nigeria and come back. You get, so if you're going to go to Nigeria in December, I mean to say, so you can start processing it from, let's assume, September or October, you understand, so that before the time elapses, you've done it and come back. In fact, they might even give you the paper before you go to Nigeria. Immediately you get to Nigeria, you and your wife, if you can process 1 or 2 things, you can just, once you get there, after 1 month, your wife will just come. So these are the things I did when I came. Although I did it after I came back from Nigeria. So I learned all these things that you can do it even if you've not done your marriage, provided you know your plans, that you can get it in a short time. So this is my own part of the process.
Okay, so guys, before I go into my own part, I'm going to, because he said approximately it takes 4 months. Yeah, this is for this city, and sometimes it doesn't take 4 months. Yeah. Sometimes I think, because I have other friends who did theirs and they won't take 6 months. So maybe probably because of the city where we live. Here I think it took 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, it was ready. But other places it takes 6 months, sometimes more than that. Yeah, sometimes more than that. So that was what I was able to learn later on, because I was asking some of my friends that did their own before mine, and they said their own took them 6 months. Yeah, so I put my mind that mine will be coming at 6 months too, but later on realized that mine came out earlier than expected. So depends on the city. Okay, so
and one other thing I want to add to you, that it is not everything that I explained. So maybe when you get to Prefectura or you go to CAF in San, I think there you will get some other information, like they will tell you this Nula Ostars has to be in I think about 60 days or thereabout. That when your wife comes, immediately 2 days after your wife arrives in Italy, you have to report. So there are other things you have to know. But these things are the things you will know when you get there, to take your Nula Osta. So they will explain it to you. So
okay, so back to my own part. The day my husband, I think it was even a surprise, because that day I
pretended.
Yes, he pretended, because he went to work. He worked in Switzerland that week.
Yeah.
And I think this document was ready February, and they were calling you, but your number was not going through because you were in Switzerland that week. He went for outside work. So the next week, I think when you returned, you got their message that they said they've been calling you, your number is not going through. So they asked him to come. He pretended. He asked me some certain questions, but he pretended until evening time. He just told me he wants to go and send me the Nula Osta. Guys, I was so surprised. And he used DHL to send it down to me. It took 2 days, right? 2 working days. He arrived from Italy to Nigeria. So guys, when I received it, we wanted to do everything on our own, but because of when it comes to appointment, to get appointment for document legalization, it was very, very difficult. So we decided to use an agent. So someone I met online, she helped me So she gave me an agent number. So it was the agent. When I contacted him, he told me the document that would be needed from me. So the document he asked me to bring was my birth certificate, the marriage certificate, the court wedding certificate. Yeah, because my husband went back with the court wedding. Don't make this mistake, please. After your marriage, after your wedding, the court wedding certificate should be with the wife, not with the husband, because we made that same mistake. My husband went back with that court wedding certificate. So it was when he was sending in the Nula poster that he has to send the court wedding certificate together. So when those documents arrived in Nigeria, I sent the document to the agent. So the first thing the agent did was to translate this document from English to Italian language. After translating, he sent the document to Abuja for authentication. I think that one doesn't take time. It takes like a few days, maybe 2 to 3 days. They will authenticate it and send it back from Abuja to Lagos. So when they send it back to Lagos, we sent it in for legalization, which they said the legalization before was supposed to take like 1 week to 2 weeks. But this time around, because of the crisis at the embassy, too much crowd, I think it took like 1 month, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 month, but there was a mistake. The person that translated the document made a mistake, and the agent was not able. He did not send us the document after translating for my husband to cross-check if the translation was okay. So the mistake there was my husband's name was spaced. So we have to, return the document for the translation, like to do correction. After everything, I think it took like 1 month, 2 weeks for the document to be legalized. So immediately the document got legalized, my agent called me. I traveled to Lagos with my court wedding certificate and my birth certificate and my international passport. These 3 things was just the only thing that was needed from me. The rest of the documents they are coming from my husband. I think you sent your resident, all those normal.
Yeah, I sent my residence. I sent my permesso di soggiorno, that is permit to stay. So the point is that even if your permesso di soggiorno has expired, the receipt is also valid. Most time people give information, it's not valid. It is valid.
The renewal
receipt. The renewal receipt. So the thing I want to advise people is that them say is not the problem. The problem is that you believe them say. So when you doubt something, you have the questura, the prefectura, the CAF to go. Just go there, ask them questions, and they will give you a clear answer. So those are the areas where those things are processed. You understand? So
yeah, because why he's trying to say this was because there was a video I watched on YouTube when the guy explained how he was able to get his Nula Oyster. He said that if your document expires, that you have to start afresh again. But in our case, it's not like that, because when my husband's document was already expired, but he has renewed it. So we used the receipt, the renewal receipt. That was what he sent to me to Nigeria. So the only document they asked me was all 3 documents. That is my birth certificate, court wedding certificate, and my international passport. So the rest of the documents are my husband's document, which he sent from Italy to Nigeria for me, and that was what I took to the embassy. And that period there was no appointment for visa application. So what we did was we also have to go in as VIP members. So you have to pay more money if you want to go in. So as like if you don't have appointment and you want to go inside, and we just have it in mind that you pay extra money. So we went in and we thumb printed. Now after my thumb print, I think 4 days later, that same week, the embassy called me and asked me if I'm in Lagos. I said no, I'm not in Lagos. So they asked me if I have an agent. I said yes. So they said I should call my agent to come to their office and pick up a form, a receipt for us to pay the lawyer fee. Now the lawyer fee is for a lawyer to come and investigate your marriage to know if truly you did marriage or not. So I called my agent. My agent went to pick up the receipt, and I think the people that did before me, they paid 250,000 naira. Maybe 200,000, 250.
250.
Yeah. So my own turn, I paid 500,000. So in case you're processing, because I've actually I've received a lot of messages recently telling me that the money, like they're asking them to pay 500,000. Yes, me too. I pay 500,000 because the money has increased. It's no longer 250,000. It's now 500,000. So I paid 500K for lawyer fee, and after I paid, 1 week later also, or 2 weeks later.
Yes,
It's supposed to be 1 week later, but the lawyer said there was a little error on my number. They were trying to call me. The number was not connecting, probably because of the way they wrote the number. They wrote the 9 like 4. Okay, that was what she said. So she called me. The question she asked me on phone. So you need to be very careful when it comes to lawyer, because once you've made your lawyer payment, they will send out a lawyer professional to come and investigate you, to ask you questions concerning your marriage, concerning your husband and yourself. So when she called me, she said she asked me, am I speaking with Chidinma? I said yes. She said my full name. I said yes. So she was like, okay, that this is a lawyer calling from Italian embassy. I was not like, oh, good afternoon, because it was afternoon. So she asked me, when did I meet my husband? I told her when I met my husband. Please just know that whatever you're telling this lawyer now, if you are to meet this lawyer face to face, please don't say something else. Whatever you were telling the lawyer on phone, she's jotting it down. That means if later on she asks you to come and meet her face to face and you say something else, because why she's asking face to face, she'll be looking at the thing she jot down on phone with you, if it tallies or not. If it does not, then more questions will be coming to be like you're lying. So just be straightforward. So she asked me when I met my husband, the last time we saw each other, the last time, the first time we met each other, you understand, all those kind of normal questions, his full name, where he's from, and where I'm from too. So those are the questions she asked. After she asked me the question, she said, okay, we have to meet up tomorrow. And she said when I'm coming, I should come with my wedding pictures, the court wedding pictures. I have to go with my album, full album, to go and meet her. So when I met her, those same questions she asked me yesterday on phone was the same question she repeated. So while she was asking me the question, she was writing that normally some people say they write some, they give them form to fill. She didn't give me any form to fill. She filled everything on her own by herself, and then she looked at the pictures, she took the pictures, the album, and she flipped one after the other, look. She asked me if I have some pictures on my phone. I said yes. So she took my phone, look at the pictures, and she took I think she sent 3 pictures to the embassy. So she took 3 pictures from my phone. The one I have with my one personal picture with my husband, and then another picture with our witness, that's the person that stands for my husband, and the person that stands for me, and and another picture where we were holding our court wedding certificate. So she took 3 pictures and she sent it to the embassy. So she asked me the last time my husband came to Nigeria. Now, when your husband or your wife, I don't know, whoever is inviting who is coming to Nigeria, they will stamp you in and out. Yeah. So she asked me to present. I should give her the last time my husband came to Nigeria. She asked me to snap the stamp and send to her. So I snapped my husband. My husband already snapped his passport. The stamp in and out. He snapped it and sent to me. So I sent it to the lawyer. So these are what they required. Then the court wedding certificate, everything is already. So you just have to give her everything she asked for. Now her owner, she's going to go to. Some people ask you to come to where you did your court wedding, because a friend of mine said they asked her to come where she did her court wedding. They might ask you to come there, or they will not even tell. They will go secretly to go and confirm if you did your wedding or not. So after all this confirmation, they can still ask you to submit 5 different numbers of people that attended the court weddings and the court wedding. So if you submit those numbers, they will also call the people to find out if truly this wedding was real or fake. So those are the things they might be asking you. As for me, my lawyer is a woman. She was nice, kind, so she didn't ask me a lot of questions, and she's this emotional type, and I think as a woman, she's a mother. So it's not every lawyer that will be like that. So you might meet someone that is very harsh, someone who wants you to write every detail, someone who wants you to fill a form. Me, I didn't write anything. She just asked me to give her those documents. Then she asked me those questions concerning me and my husband, and she took the pictures she needed, and then she sent it back to the embassy. So after she sent it back, I think it was like another 1 month before my visa came back. Before my visa came out, it took 1 month. I was worried already. So let's say all the process took like a month plus. I was worried because some people said their own took 2 weeks, some said 3 weeks. So when my own passed 3 weeks, I was already worried. And yeah, it was 1 month plus. I received my visa, and guys, it was a happy day. Yeah. So these are the things that will be needed from you as a wife or as a husband who is in Nigeria. These are the 3 things that they will be needing from you. The rest of the documents will be coming from either your husband or your wife. That is the person that is inviting you. So that is it. So do you have any other thing to say?
I think I have forgot something to say. So there is a document they usually ask you to present, like they ask you from your company. You understand? They will ask you to meet your datore di lavoro or responsabile, the person in charge. They ask you to bring the person carta d'identità. So you have to, like mine, I knew that in this country, privacy is something that is in high or in respect. So I didn't ask them to send it to me. You understand? I used my common sense. I told them, okay. I went to CAF. I said, give me your email so that I can tell my company to send you the carta d'identità directly, because most time people don't like giving out their document, be it photocopy. They don't like giving it out. So my company said, okay. I told them, do you want to send it to me on WhatsApp, or you should send it to them through email? They instantly prefer the email. They don't want to give me, you understand? So they sent it to the CAF directly. So I called CAF. CAF said, okay, they received it. So they immediately, they've even started the process. So they processed it. They were just waiting for that, my document, that calendar for my capo or datore di lavoro to arrive before they forward it to Prefettura. So immediately I called them. They said they've already forwarded it. So, and that is one other part. There are some certain things, you understand, that cannot be explained on video, you understand? So I will say that if you need, maybe you want to get some other details that are confidential, you can chat us up, and then we'll explain that part to you in writing or on call. So.
Okay. So also know that the NULA All-Star only is 6 months, right?
Yeah.
After 6 months, it will expire. So whatever you're doing, just make sure that it doesn't exceed 6 months. Yeah, because concerning appointment to legalize your document, sometimes they will tell you to wait for the next 4 months or 5 months, and you already know that your NULA All-Star, you have only 6 months to use it. So just make sure you are able, because we were not able to get an appointment. To be sincere, we paid to someone who has an appointment that he or she was not using at that moment. So we paid, I think, about how much? Is it like 100K?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you check and you're unable to get an appointment, considering the date of your NULA All-Star expiring, just try to get somebody, pay for appointment, so you can quicken your process and get your visa.
Okay, like somebody might be like, wondering, why didn't we like mention specifically how much we spent on each step behind? So in Italy here, I would have loved to tell you here, but I prefer you come to the, maybe you chat us and we'll give you a reply. Yeah. Because it's not something on.
Well, even if we give them the price now, these agents now they might tell you that things have changed.
I'm just saying in Italy here, you understand?
Yeah. Okay, for Nigeria aspect, if I tell you that the man charged me so amount, you might message the man, he will tell you things have changed, it's no longer that amount. And when we asked the man the price he told us, we didn't just agree, we have to beat it down. So even if you're beating that, the man might still charge you more than what he charged me. So that's how it is because of the condition of things in Nigeria now. So guys, this is the end. Like we are coming to the end of this video, and thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you won't get to miss any of our video. More videos will be coming up soon, and
from henceforth I will be coming to to give people.
I hope so.
I'll be giving people. In fact, if you have anything to ask about immigration, when I mean immigration, dealing with prefectura, questura, CAF, I have knowledge regarding those things. I have Italian friends that are working there in the commune. So the reason why I don't come often online is because of my work. So I usually travel. Maybe I come back Friday, Monday or Tuesday I'll travel again. So maybe you can drop your questions. Then one of the Saturdays or Sunday I will stay with my wife, and we give you the video and you see. And if you need help, when I mean you need help, you can chat us. If you are in Italy, then if you are in Nigeria, you can also chat us up. We have people at in Nigeria, and there we can also link you up with it.
Okay guys, thank you very much, and please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we love you so much. Bye.
Bye.